God, I come before you with my mind filled with so many thoughts that weigh me down. The heaviness of negativity has been following me like a shadow that refuses to leave. You know the battlefield that exists in my mind, the constant war between truth and lies, between hope and despair. Today, I surrender these thoughts to you completely. In moments when I feel overwhelmed by the never-ending spiral of negative thinking, remind me that you have given me the power to take every thought captive. Your word promises that we have the mind of Christ, yet how easily I forget this truth when darkness seems to cloud my thinking. Help me see myself through your eyes instead of through the distorted lens of my fears and insecurities. When I look at my reflection and see only failure and disappointment, whisper your truth that I am fearfully and wonderfully made with purpose and intention. Lord, these negative thoughts have stolen so much from me. My peace, my joy, my ability to fully experience life as you intended. They've convinced me that I'm alone in my struggles, that no one understands the pain I carry silently. But you understand. You see every tear, hear every unspoken prayer, and know every thought before it even forms in my mind. I'm tired of believing the lies that play on repeat in my head. Lies that tell me I'm not enough, that I'll never change, that my situation is hopeless. Replace these lies with your truth that sets me free. When anxiety tries to convince me that the worst is yet to come, help me remember that you hold my future in your hands. When doubt makes me question if you're even listening, remind me of all the times you've been faithful before. In moments when shame tries to define me by my past mistakes, speak louder with your grace that offers new beginnings. The enemy knows exactly which thoughts will paralyze me with fear, which words will cut the deepest, which memories will keep me bound to the past. He knows my vulnerabilities and exploits them without mercy. But you, God, know me even better. You know the person you created me to be before negative thinking began to erode my confidence in your plan. I choose today to focus my thoughts on what is true, honorable, right, pure, lovely, and admirable, just as your word instructs. When my mind wanders to worry about my children's future, draw it back to the promise that you love them even more than I do. When I'm tempted to replay hurtful words spoken to me, help me instead remember the healing words of Scripture that bring life. In moments when I compare myself to others and come up lacking, remind me that I am complete in you alone. God, this battle for my mind has left me exhausted. There are days when I wake up already defeated by the negative thoughts waiting for me before my feet even touch the floor. On those days, be my strength when I have none left of my own. Be the voice of truth that drowns out the noise of criticism and condemnation that fills my head. Your word says that you've given us a spirit not of fear but of power, love, and a sound mind. I claim that promise today over my thought life. Help me recognize when my thinking patterns are destructive and unhealthy. Give me the courage to challenge thoughts that contradict who you say I am. When I catch myself spiraling into worst-case scenarios, teach me to surrender those thoughts to you in exchange for your perfect peace. In moments of clarity when I can see the damage negative thinking has caused, give me hope that my mind can truly be transformed and renewed. Sometimes I fear that I'll never break free from these negative thoughts. They've become so familiar, almost comfortable in their familiarity. Change is frightening, even when it's change for the better. But I know that staying trapped in this cycle of negativity is not the abundant life you promised. You didn't create me to be held captive by my own thoughts. You created me to walk in freedom and victory. So I ask for your help in identifying the root causes of my negative thinking patterns. Show me if there are past wounds that need healing, relationships that need boundaries, or lies I believe for so long that they feel like truth. Give me discernment to recognize thoughts that are from you and thoughts that are not. When I begin to spiral into anxiety about my marriage, anchor me in the truth that you are working even when I cannot see it. When I obsess over my failures as a mother, comfort me with the knowledge that your grace covers my imperfections. Lord, I'm learning that many of my negative thoughts are simply habits, neural pathways that have been reinforced over years of repetitive thinking. Help me create new patterns of thought that align with your truth. When I catch myself thinking, I can't handle this, remind me that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. When I think, No one understands. Help me remember that you understand perfectly. For those watching this prayer, we have a special ebook available called Don't Think, Trust and Surrender in the pinned comment below. This resource can help strengthen your faith journey as you work to overcome negative thought patterns. Though remember, it's not a substitute for professional help when needed. God, help me to see that replacing negative thoughts isn't just about positive thinking. It's about truthful thinking according to your word. It's about seeing reality as you see it, not as my fears portray it. Jesus, you understood the power of thoughts. You repeatedly taught about the importance of what we believe and how we think. You knew that transformation wouldn't come from simply changing our behaviors, but from renewing our minds. So I ask for your help in this renewal process. When negative thoughts have painted my world in shades of gray and black, restore my ability to see the colors of your goodness all around me. When critical thoughts about myself become overwhelming, wrap me in the truth that I am your beloved child, cherished and valued beyond measure. In moments when I catastrophize about the future, ground me in the present moment where your grace is sufficient. Help me to take inventory of my thought life regularly, to weed out what doesn't belong, and to cultivate what reflects your truth. When thoughts of inadequacy flood my mind as I look at social media, remind me that my worth isn't determined by comparison but by your unchanging love for me. God, negative thoughts don't just affect me. They impact how I interact with those around me. They make me quick to anger, slow to listen, and prone to withdraw from relationships. They make me see threats where none exist and miss blessings that are right in front of me. Transform my thinking so that I can be a vessel of your love and peace to others instead of projecting my inner turmoil onto them. When negative thoughts about my body make me feel ashamed, help me treat this temple with respect and gratitude. When thoughts of resentment toward others poison my heart, give me the courage to forgive as you have forgiven me. In moments when self-critical thoughts make me harsh with those I love, soften my heart and my words with your grace. How different my home would be, my workplace would be, my church would be, if my mind was truly aligned with yours. Let that transformation begin today, right now, in this moment of surrender. I know that negative thought patterns weren't formed overnight, and they won't be transformed in an instant. This is a journey, a daily choice to take my thoughts captive and submit them to you. Give me patience with myself in this process. When I fall back into old patterns of thinking, help me begin again without shame or condemnation. Your mercies are new every morning, and so are my opportunities to choose different thoughts. When worries about my health consume me, remind me that you are the great physician who cares about every detail of my well-being. When my mind dwells on financial fears, help me remember your promises to provide for all my needs. In moments when I feel overwhelmed by responsibility, show me how to cast my cares upon you instead of carrying them alone. Teach me to recognize the early warning signs of negative thinking so I can redirect my thoughts before they gain momentum and power over my emotions and actions. Lord, as I walk this path of renewing my mind, surround me with people who speak your truth into my life. People who will lovingly challenge my negative thought patterns and point me back to your promises when I forget them. Give me humility to receive their input and wisdom to discern what resonates with your truth. When thoughts of isolation make me believe I'm facing this battle alone, open my eyes to see the community you've placed around me. When perfectionism makes me hold impossible standards for myself and others, show me the beauty in imperfection and the growth that comes through mistakes. In moments when comparison steals my joy, help me celebrate the unique way you've designed me and the specific calling you've placed on my life. As I continue to surrender my thought life to you, I trust that you are faithful to complete the good work you've begun in me. My mind is being renewed day by day, thought by thought, moment by moment, as I fix my eyes not on what is seen but on what is unseen. God, your word says that what we think about we bring about. The direction of my life is influenced by the direction of my thoughts. So today I choose to set my mind on things above, not on earthly worries and concerns that so easily entangle me. When anxiety about the future tries to rob me of joy in the present, anchor me in the truth that you hold all my tomorrows. When regret about the past keeps me looking backward, turn my gaze forward to the hope and purpose you have for me. In moments when doubt makes me question if change is even possible, strengthen my faith to believe that with you, all things are possible. Even freedom from negative thinking that has held me captive for so long. I choose to guard my mind carefully, being selective about what I allow to influence my thoughts. Help me be intentional about the media I consume, the conversations I engage in, and the environments I place myself in. If you've been blessed by this prayer today, please like and share it with someone who might be struggling with negative thoughts. Your simple act of sharing could bring hope to someone who desperately needs to hear these words of truth.